my 4 favorite brain books. I'm about to go traveling and I can only take a couple books with me, and so here's what I'm keeping with me on my carry-on. So first is this one, 100 Things to Prevent Alzheimer's Disease, 100 Simple Things You Can Do to Prevent Alzheimer's. This is by Gene Carper. This thing is filled with interesting ideas. Random one, Overcome Depression. Here's another one, Eat berries every day. Something else, Do Something New. Your brain lights up when you have a new thought or experience. So tons of great stuff. She's a really great researcher and journalist as well. I really like her stuff. Well written. Next, the most important, if I could only recommend one, it would be The End of Alzheimer's Program by Dr. Dale Bredesen. Dale Bredeson's a medical doctor from UCLA and the Buck Institute of Aging. He's been working on Alzheimer's disease for over 30 years. He basically cracked the code of Alzheimer's disease and figured out it's not one cause, it's actually 40 different risk factors, and there are 6 different types. He details the science in here, and he gives you the steps to take to not only slow down the progression of Alzheimer's disease, but potentially reverse the cognitive decline associated with Alzheimer's disease. I've referenced this book a lot. I think Dr. Dale Bredesen's a hero. I hope he goes down in history as the person who helped solve the Alzheimer's crisis. He says Alzheimer's disease could be a rare disease if we simply follow the things to do, which is diet, which is exercise, which is sleep, reduce stress, take the supplements you need, and then get checked to see if you have heavy metals, for example, get your traumatic brain injury taken care of. So this book, The End of Alzheimer's Program, I highly recommend if you're concerned about Alzheimer's disease, if someone you know has Alzheimer's disease, or if you simply want to improve your health. Next, this one, the Tony Robbins book. This is the cutting edge book on health, longevity, neuroscience. It is fantastic. There's this chapter on women's health. What Tony did, he basically got together with the top people in each of these areas, and he had them write a chapter or help him write a chapter, and it's explained in really great English. Jack Nicklaus gave a quote for the back of the book, as did Dr. Mark Hyman, who's a great functional medicine doctor. This, I think, is going to be the cutting edge textbook on health and science for the next 5 years, because I think it's going to take 5 years to be able to do the research and write this book, and also develop the relationships with people. I mean, Tony can call up the top expert from any university and say, hey, I'm Tony Robbins, I'm writing a book, it's going to be a bestseller, will you write a chapter? They will say yes. Very few people can do that. He did that in health and wellness. He's not doing this for the money either. He's got plenty of money. He wanted to give something really valuable to people to improve their health. This is it. You can get it for free at lifeforce.com. You just pay shipping. It's $10. It's amazing. I've given this as gifts to people. It's terrific. Lastly, this one's the inspirational one. This is The First Survivors. This is Dr. Dale Bredesen talking about the first people who did his program and how they are the first survivors of Alzheimer's disease. So if someone says you can't do anything about Alzheimer's, it can't be prevented, there's nothing you can do. First, his book, The End of Alzheimer's Program, talks about that. Second of all, this one is the stories of the individuals who actually overcame Alzheimer's disease and reversed the cognitive decline associated with Alzheimer's disease. Those are the 4 books. I hope you enjoy them.